guys. I appreciate it. Hey, if y'all will, whenever I go to shoot it, I really don't want y'all right here, okay? Just in case something goes crazy, which we'll say a big prayer for me before I do it, okay? All right. I'll do it. Okay. Guys, I want to tell you, just because we're up here in front of everyone and trying to get you involved and showing a little bit of feats and you know, like they say, these feats mean absolutely nothing. Okay? It's a draw. It's like fishing, like they said yesterday. It's fishing. Okay? We're fishing. Throwing the lure. We're bringing you in. We're giving you the word. Guys, we're not all saints up here. I don't know some of these guys as good as I do others, but none of us are saints, myself included. Guys, I grew up in school. I was raised in church my whole life. And I was fooling myself, guys. I was fooling everyone. I would go out on the weekends and do my little fun stuff, what I thought was fun. Drinking, going to these bonfires that we call fun, seeing things I shouldn't have seen, doing things I shouldn't have done, going swimming across the river type stuff. Things that you shouldn't do when you know your parents say, no, don't ever do this. I've taught you better than this. But guys, I was running from God. I was faking. I didn't know I was faking. I was just knowing that I was out for fun. Living for the moment is what I did. I got into archery, and I'm going to tell you the name of, I guess if I had to name this, it would be getting on the mark, shooting the mark. God has given all of us a mark. He's given us a target to shoot. I happen to like archery. Pastor tells me there's quite a few bowmen in here that love archery. And I salute you. If you haven't done it, try it. You'll get addicted.
Thank you.
There you go.
But
guys, I was walking down the wrong path, down the wrong mark. And as you'll see, hold this for a second, John.
This is real stuff, guys. This is real.
As you walk down the mark, as you're walking down the path of the wrong line, sometimes twigs get you in your way. Friends, alcohol, drugs. When you shoot the mark and you're shooting at where you're supposed to be, it don't always go where it's supposed to. And you wind up with oh man, you missed the mark. I did it, that's right. That arrow's torn up. Kind of like a person when you don't shoot the mark. God says, I'll get your attention. Guys, I was a teenager. That arrow was me as a teen. I missed the mark. As I went on through school and went on to college a little bit, I went to a college up in East Texas, and there was a lot of things to get into up there. You think you have a good time, as I'm in my 20, 21, 22. You think you're having a good time, you're going out drinking, not studying. I'm paying these people money for me not to do anything except party. The whole time God's dealing with me and I'm trying not to listen. He's pushing me in the back. I'm pushing back. Guys, they only let you go to school so long while you're not making good grades. And they tend to let you have a little semester or two off. As they give you a semester or two off, I'm shooting at another mark. This area is me in my college days. I missed again, didn't I?
Yeah.
I sure did. It's Missing the mark's not something I'm proud of, guys. Not proud at all. Well, whenever I left college, after missing the mark and failing, I said, well, I know what can cure this. I'm going to go get married. I'm going to have a family. Cut all this foolishness out. Quit all this drinking. Quit all this partying. So I got married. Went home. Got a good job. Still not walking towards my target. Friends start coming back over, showing back up who I tried to distance myself from. They kept coming, kept coming. I said, no. Things started happening better. They kept coming. The devil's pushing toward me. God's pushing forward. I'm still pushing back. Now I'm kind of sidestepping. Good Lord says, I'm going to get your attention. I went to work one day. He got my attention. I had to go to the emergency room. Thought I was having a heart attack. He said, Alan, you got to have a surgery. You have to have a stent put in your heart. I know some of you have had these surgeries. Co-worker, Glenn, I'm glad you made it tonight. Mama, if you're with him. It's not a fun surgery to go through. Once again, I was going out to clubs with my wife at the time, had little babies at home. God says, I told you I'm about to get your attention. Strike 3. I'm missing the mark. What I thought was getting closer and closer and closer. God says, I got your attention. I said, I'm listening. I'm getting closer to God's mark, but I'm not straight on. God says, Alan, you're going to have this surgery? I said, okay, God, I'm yours. I'll listen to you. Went into surgery, came back out. The anesthesiologist there, the doctor who put me to sleep, said, Alan, you got the heart of 18-year-olds. You shouldn't even be in here. God got my attention. Okay, before I had a lot of plaque and garbage in my veins, clogging me up, messing me up. I turned my life to God right then, and He said, okay, now you don't have to have this surgery.
Oh, amen.
I went on, wasn't quite living exactly like I should. Still, I was living for God, but I wasn't. I was playing games again. Got a good job a little over a year ago, or a little longer. Manager at a local tire store. Still living a little bit wrong, still going out to little clubs. Nothing much, but just going out, having a few cold drinks. Not being very supportive of the ministry or what God's trying to tell me to do. I still wasn't listening. I was faking. Guys, there's no room for fakes. You won't get into heaven by being fake.
Nope.
How's the statement say? I can't say it, so I'm going to paraphrase it. Get out of here. I didn't know you. That's the easy way for me to say it so you guys can understand. But God, I did this. I did that. I healed people in your name. Get away from me, punk. I don't want to hear you. Of course, I'm saying this just so y'all can understand, so these little ones can understand more. I went to 4th of July this year, and I said, man, we're going to have a good time. So I went up to the lake. Buddies were all up there and had a few of those cold sodas. Came back the 5th of 4th of July, the 5th, got laid off that same day. God said, I told you, listen to me. I went a month and a half without a job, and let me tell you, bills get tight. Okay, when you're used to bringing home really good money, things get tight when it's not coming in. Did I prepare for the future? No. Did I pay my bills ahead? No. God said, I'm telling you, listen to me. Went to the store one day, Walmart. I didn't want to go. Happened to run into a friend of mine that I met several years back, Josh Wisnick. He looked down and saw me. I saw him. We hollered and went down to each other, shook each other's hand. He said, Alan, what you doing? And I said, I'm not employed. I'm not doing anything. I said, I'm at the bottom of my barrel. Finances are going slow. I am just about on my last nickel. He said, really? Man, I didn't want to come to Walmart today either. His wife made him come to Walmart, go to Walmart. Yeah, I heard that. And he said, maybe this was a divine appointment. And I said, how you figured? He said, look, there's Big Mike at the time was going through a rough time with his cancer and all. He says, can you fill in for a little bit till Mike's able to come back into full strength? I said, Josh, you know, I was just out a month ago having a cold drink. My life's not right. He said, make it right. There's only one way to do it. Throw it down. Get away from it. I said, let me think about it, Josh. So he said, well, go home and pray about it. And I said, I will. I'll talk to my wife about it. I don't do anything without my wife. She's my stronghold. They say behind every good man is a great woman. I'm here to say it. It's true. Yeah, you can clap, man. You know. But I talked to my wife that evening, and I said, listen, I'm at my down and out. And I said, look, I know who God is, and I know what I should be doing. She said, then do it. What are you waiting on? You know you wanted to do it. Last time they came to our church, all these guys, they came to my little small hometown church, and boy, I wanted to be up there with them so bad, busting bats and twisting steel, and it wasn't so much about busting bricks with my head or nothing, but everything else pretty cool. And that law gives me problems, so I don't really much want none of that either. But anyway, my wife, Julie, she says, do it. Give it up. If we're going to do this, let's do it together. And that's what I called Josh. I said, Josh, is the invitation still there? And he said, yeah, come on. Are you serious? I need you. Come on. That next day, I received a phone call. A timber company there in a big paper mill in Evadale, Texas, called and said, Alan, I want you to come interview with me. Been a month and a half through internet applications, resumes, sending them to and from everyone. Never heard a word. Midwest Vaco called and said, Alan, come interview. Come take a test for us. The next day, that same day, I was in there taking a test. My phone rings. I look down, don't recognize the number. And so I step out of the room and I take the call. It was a local trucking company, Martin Gas, said, Alan, we want you to come be a driver for us. Something's up with this. What's going on here? 2 jobs in one day? But wow, what bing, the light bulb goes off. Thank you, God. You know, I've gone a month and a half without anything, now 2 in one day. I get home from taking the test. Not only did I take the test, I made 2 points without being almost perfect. Stuff I didn't even really know, but God gave me the answer to know. How I did it, I don't know. Through God, that's how I did it. Right up there. And so I went home and I called my wife in her job and I said, Julie, man, believe this. Another person wants to give me an opportunity to work for them. Isn't that awesome? While I was talking to her, my phone rang. And I said, man, I don't recognize this number. Somebody in Silsby. I don't know who it is. 385 number. I told her, I said, let me get this, see who it is. Doggone if it wasn't the city of Silsby. Called and said, Alan, we're ready to do a hire and we want to come in and talk to you. Come in, can you talk to us? I said, what time do you want me there? They said, can you come in at 2 o'clock? This is like 1. I said, you bet. Maybe 14 miles away, I'm there. I get in there and we talk. One thing goes to another. They all but told me right then when you hired. 3 job opportunities and a job offer in one day, guys. All because I said yes to God. He said, here's the plate, 3 different jobs. Take your choice. What you gonna do? And
Where's that apple at?
I'll do it.
Yeah, just set it right up there on your head, Luke. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, we just kidding, guys. I gotta see this.
when you walk on God's path, you're aimed on God's target. He gives you all the blessings that you could ever wish and want. He lets you be on mark all the time. I'll move it for it. It's going to make things a little tough. But when you shoot for God, you can do anything.
You hit the target. Let me get it out of that hole, man. You see it sitting sideways. You see the top of it right there? Sitting sideways. Right above where you shot the arrow.
Sideways? Well, let's see if I can't do this one then.